Residents of Fuveme in the Volta region are now resorting to palm fronds and thatch to build their houses to avoid the heavy losses they suffer each time tidal waves strike. They explain it doesn't make economic sense to invest in permanent structures only for them to be destroyed. Fuveme is one of the several communities devastated during a recent rush of the sea onto lands along the coast in the Volta region. Maxwell Agwaba visited the community and reports the only school there and several homes were destroyed.
It is still high tide at Fuveme. The tidal waves that hit this community left in its trail uprooted coconut trees, collapsed residential structures and school buildings. 60-year-old Knowledge Diwanu giving instructions to a carpenter who is removing the roofing sheets of what he now describes as his former building. He says he was in his room when the disaster struck. Like him, many residents have lost hope that the situation will get better. He says many of them are now resorting to palm branches and thatch for their buildings as they fear any other expensive material used will be a wasted investment.
I can say that I was born in 1974 in my house. This is my house. From here to the seashore is about 1,500 meters when I was very young. Yeah, 1,500 meters from the sea when I was very young. But up to this time, you can now see the sea from here is about 30 meters. So the sea is gradually coming, getting nearer to us. Since I was in 1980s to 1990s, the sea is coming gradually. We are shifting from concrete to coconut branches because of the sea waves. Because if you build the house, the sea destroys. Nobody do anything for us. In 1998, the sea destroyed the Fuveme land. It destroyed some part of the Fuveme land. Therefore, people relocated somewhere in part of the Fuveme again. But in 2016, the sea has destroyed the Fuveme again and destroyed the property of the government, that is the building of the school building. The school has been destroyed by the tidal waves in 2016. So they relocated and built another school at a new place called Agokeji. It's also a suburb of Fuveme. Agokeji is a suburb of Fuveme. So the engineers, they all come and make assess and they do the assessment that the school can be relocated there so that the sea will not destroy it. And by that time, the place where the school was relocated was about 1,000 meters from the sea. But now you can see it is about 25 to 30 meters from the sea.
Unless they can't make something here.
Moses Akoli is the community leader of Fuveme. He says they have given up on using expensive materials for their buildings because they always end up in the ocean.
Formerly, the community is far from here. It's far from here. But through the sea, the tidal of the sea, that is why we came here. So formerly, the town is not here. Fuveme community is not here. But through the tidal waves of the sea, that is why we came here. Formerly, we used block to build our houses, but at now we are using the coconut branches to build our house because we can't use the block to build our house again because the sea is taking the houses and then the block away.
So from our change of subject,
I'm now at the Fuveme Basic School where final year students are preparing for their final examinations next week. According to teachers, over 200 students now study in 2 classrooms after tidal waves destroyed portions of the school on Sunday. Francis Nomanyu is a teacher at the Fuveme Basic School. He says the situation is affecting academic work.
Okay, this class used to be the JHS 3 class. Once we have this class, the first one, JHS 3. Once we have the JHS 1 and 2 there. Okay. And this used to be our staff, where we sit as teachers. Yeah, this class, yeah. This is where we sit, the staff common room for the teachers. And then this is class 6. So, you see, as you can see, we don't have enough classroom earlier. So we combine class 6 and then class 5 in this class. Okay. Yeah, and over here we have class 3 and 4 here. Okay. And you have class 1 there, class 1 and 2 there, and then KG1 and KG2 there.
Okay.
That is how we used to live in the school.
And that has been destroyed?
Yeah, it has been destroyed. Effective teaching can go on when we combine, let's say, from KG1 to JHS3. We cannot do any effective teaching.
Okay.
So we are only attending to the JHS3 for now because they will be starting their BEC on Monday. That is 15th of this month.
Okay.
This is not the first time.
Awia is the municipal secretary of the Ghana National Association of Teachers. He's here to do an assessment of the situation. He says urgent government intervention is needed.
This is not the first time this is happening in this environment. It has been happening every year. But looking at the situation now, this one is more devastating. Where the children are to stay and then study have been taken over by the sea.